Motivational sit in the driveway. Coco here. 53. Okay. God, I've said this a million times. The only limitations you have are the ones you place upon yourself or the ones you allow others to place upon you. If you believe you can't do something, you can't. If somebody else believes you can't do something and you allow them to poison you and tell you you can't do it and you believe them, you can't. It's that simple. It's that simple. We have, humans have no limitations. We've set many, many limitations on what we believe we're capable of doing. And because of these limitations, we are limited on what we can do. Tragically, through our lives, and fortunately for me, I've been kind of a jerk as a kid and still am. One of my biggest motivators is, and I think people know this now. If they say, you can't do that, I typically say, I absolutely can, or watch me. My mom had some health issues, and I seem to remember as a child the doctors telling my mom, Jeannie, you'll never do this again. And my mother says, watch me. And she did. She did what the doctors said was impossible for her to do. And I seem to remember being heavily impacted by that as a kid. Because impossible. In fact, one of my mottos. I came up with this back when I was in college. Impossibility is merely a state of mind. I truly believe that because within you is this energy, this glow, this whatever it is, to achieve or not to achieve, to sit like a bump on a log or to do good things for people. I work with people all the time, and if somebody's lonely, I tell them to go find other lonely people. If you're hungry, go find other hungry people. If if your soul is starved, go find others. And when you find them, help them. And suddenly you won't be. You won't be hungry. You won't be lonely. You won't be starved. You won't be. People limit their thoughts. People, I talk to kids all the time who say to me, I can't do that. I can't pass this test. I'm not smart enough. I said, who said that? Who says that? He said, and then all of a sudden they stop and they look at me like, wait a minute. Who did say that I'm not smart enough? Who did say I can't do this? And I stress the fact that, yeah, you can. You can do anything. But, I've heard teachers say certain kids can't do things. And once they've decided, then the kid's doomed. One time I was at a middle school, and I overheard some teachers talking about a new kid coming in who was the brother of a kid who was an absolute problem. And they'd already written him off. They had already written him off. So basically what I said to them, I said, I brought that to their attention. I said, you do realize you've already written this kid off, and you don't know if he's like his brother. And even if he is, what difference does it make? Could it possibly be the problem is your problem, not the kid's problem? I got many dirty looks. But later on, one of the teachers came to me and said, you're right. We prejudged this kid, and that was a bad thing. And I said, yeah, it really was. You can't prejudge somebody because of the behavior of, their brother. You can't prejudge a kid because of his nationality, his race, his religion. But guess what? People do it all the time. It's completely tragic. So, keep in mind that the only limitations you have are the ones you place upon yourself or the ones you allow others to place upon you. And in inverse, stop putting limitations on others. Quit telling people what they can or cannot do. Patton never told his officers how to do it. He told them what he wanted them to do. I need you to be here on Friday. And he let them figure out how to do it. Now, they worked with him, but he allowed the people to solve the problem. He gave them the goal, but not the solution. Keep that thought in mind if you're supervising people and you limit their abilities. Shame on you. And shame on you if you allow others to put limitations on you. And I have an expanded program on this, talking about how you can deal with this. But this is just the first time. Think about it. Yeah, more later. Have a stupendous, amazing, spectacular day. Coco, out.